Welcome to the Farmer Donkey Show, where the seeds are planted and the crops will grow. Grab your boots, let the good vibes flow. It's Farmer Donkey time. Let's go.
Welcome in, everybody. Farmer Donkey here. We are back at our buddy's farm on Big Sky Acres. Well, it is now September the 2nd, so we have a few things that we need to do. Our buddy was talking about getting the wheat planted today, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in a tractor and we're going to go pull a seed around and get that sown over there. Now, we were able to get a little bit of freelance contracting done yesterday because we had a little spare time afterward. So we made a decent amount of money. Let's see if we can't find a tractor and seeder to go plant it with real quick. Looks like we got a John Deere over here, and looks like the seeder's right here in the shed as well. So, oh, hold on real quick. I was messing with setting up some auto drive routes. Sorry about that. Alright, so we got our seeder here. And then we also need to worry about throwing down our cover crop on a couple of our fields. Well, his fields. That way he can get those all set up for next spring when it's time to throw down the sorghum and corn. Yeah, I think we'll just take the road around instead of trying to cut around through past the chickens. But yeah, so yesterday was pretty productive. I mean, granted, our buddy still hasn't paid us for our work this month yet. He should probably be paying us for that at the end of today. But well, let me just go ahead and show you. Let me get over and across here real quick. So we did a couple contracts, and they were just some simple weeding contracts. So we leased a weeder from the local dealer, and well, yeah. Let me make sure I'm seeding the right stuff. So we're sitting nice and pretty at about 97,000, which is gonna make a decent down payment on some property. It's definitely gonna be something that we want to do in our near future. Is go ahead and buy ourselves a plot of land. That way we have our own little area to call our home. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much, so we're gonna need. So we might have to take a loan out from the bank to cover what we don't have. But I'm not interested in using more than probably about 50,000 of our own money just to go ahead and let us get started on that. So we will have to probably look at what's for sale land-wise, and then we could probably go from there. I mean, we're still going to be here to help our buddy out, so we don't want anything too terribly big, but we do want a little bit of land. That way we can start building our home. definitely have enjoyed the area here. And yeah, it's been pretty pleasant to hang out with our buddy and kind of reconnect. So I think what we'll do is we will, after we get this planted, I don't think he has anything else for us. I'll have to talk to him after this month, because we have until, I believe, the end of next month to get the oilseed radish in the field, and that way it's got plenty of time to grow and kind of fertilize the soil once we need it to plant. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, so we will catch up with you guys once it is all done. But yeah, until then, enjoy this smooth little time lapse.
The sun sinks low and paints the sky. This old deer hums a lullaby. The fields stretch wide, but where shadows play, I'm lost in time, just baling hay. This rusty seat fits like a glove. Out here it's peace, the kind I love. The engine purrs, it knows my name. Out in the field, it's all the same. The scent of grass, it fills the air. A gentle breeze just everywhere. The wheels keep turning, steady, slow. This life's the only one I know. This rusty seat fits like a glove. Out here it's peace, the kind I love. The engine purrs, it knows my name. Out in the field, it's all the same. The stars will shine, the night will fall, but here I'll sit through it all. The hum of steel, the earth so near. It's just me and my old dear. This rusty seat fits like a glove. Out here it's peace, the kind I love. The engine purrs, it knows my name. Out in the field, it's all the same.
So we're just finishing up here. Our buddy is holding there by the train tracks, waiting for us to finish our last couple of passes. We did skip a lane in between just to make it a little bit easier to turn around, and then get lined up. So I said we are almost done, and then we'll get off the field so our buddy can finish rolling. Now it's not the best time to go look at property, but we kind of have to. I guess we could probably check to see where the weather is going to be at. But well, we are done here. So we'll get out of his way and he will finish rolling the field. It gave him enough time to finish his cup of coffee before hitting the field though, so can't complain about that. We'll get the seeder refilled on seeds for next time, and then we will go park it back where it goes. Oh, it's okay, the hill blocked it. He didn't see that. Right, so we got the tractor tucked away, and we are headed on down. Take a look at a lot that's up for sale. I don't think we have quite enough to buy it. I think they're wanting about $140,000 for it, which, I mean, we can take out a loan for $100,000. It shouldn't be too bad for us. And then we put probably about $50,000 into it, but we would have to look at how much we're gonna earn off of that field. So I think it's down around this bend over here. We'll get out and go check it out. I did kind of want to get something. I thought I'd turn that off. Closer, a little bit closer to town, just because that's where we're going to be selling a good chunk of stuff. So let's see if we can't find it. I'm gonna pull over real quick. Pull up our map. Alright, so we're looking over here. So it's 169, but it looks like we should have turned up here. Alright. Go ahead and turn off my hazards. But we're gonna run over here and take a quick look at this lot that's for sale. I believe, yeah. Just across this bridge, we should be able to hang a right and get over to it. Ooh, I am really speeding. What was I supposed to? Nope. You know, I really should get better at directions. Guess it was that right before the bridge, or right before the gas station. No, yeah, right before the bridge. All right. Did I miss it again? Oh no, it's right here. It's gotta be somewhere. Oh, okay. So we gotta turn in there on that farm and take the drive around. Map just doesn't quite reflect everything. Oh, looks like somebody didn't get their crops harvested over here. So they might need some more work over here. Looks like this is the lot. A lot of grass at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we can cut that down and look at Yeah. I think we might do it. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're already out and about, I'm gonna run over to the bank, and we're gonna go ahead and talk to him about getting that loan. So I will see you guys once we're done talking with the bank. Alright, so we just got done talking to the banker, and they told us that they could do a loan for us for $120,000 over 4 years. And so we did go ahead and take that loan. So took that. Now let's go ahead and make an offer on that lot. Now wait a minute. Oh no. Okay. Yep. Make an offer on it. And they accepted our offer. But now we only got 48,000, and so we need to go over and see what equipment we might be able to get, because we're gonna have to start paying that loan off monthly. So, I mean, granted, our buddy will be able to help us a little bit with how much he's paying us. Alright. Close the door. Looks like it's just finished raining. It doesn't look like anybody's up here. Well, we'll take a look at what they got anyway. Alright, so I know we're going to need a tractor. Because there's a couple of things that we're going to want to do. I wish we could afford something like that, but it's a little bit out of our price range at the moment. Well, let's see what kind of implements we can pull for mowing our grass. Let's see, mowers. Looks like we got one that requires 10 horsepower for a mower. It's not bad. It covers 2 meters. So we might take that, and then yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and buy that mower. It's only $500. We'll make that back pretty quickly. And then we're going to want a rake to get that all picked up. Oh, and they have one that's a 9-meter rake for $200. I don't think we can pass up on that. It's a little older, but it should still do the job pretty good. Only takes 10 horsepower as well, so we're doing good as far as our horsepower requirements. But I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do to get it off of the field. We could ted it and make some hay, or we could bale it, and you know, that takes 115. That takes 50 right there. But I don't want to spend 22,000 on a baler real quick. I think what we'll do is we'll probably talk to our buddy and see if he knows anybody that's got some kind of equipment. Oh, there you are. Oh, and we didn't buy the tractor. So I think we will go ahead and buy that tractor. And yeah. Buy a John Deere 710. What do we got? We do want a roll bar for safety. Gives us a little bit of time to get out if it does start to roll. And just in case, we'll probably get some wide tires and weights just to help us pull. Alright, so not bad. We spent a little bit of money, but I think let's go check out our equipment. As I said, it's right outside here. Right, there we go. Let's fire this puppy up. Oh yeah, listen to her purr. Alright, but I think what we'll do is probably ask our buddy if we can use his trailer to transport this down to our land. And then I think we will try and get some mowing done. But I will catch you guys once we're back down on our land. So we'll see you then. So our buddy already took down a semi full of our stuff down to our field that we bought. He said congratulations on buying the field. He definitely still wants to keep us as his farmhand as much as possible. But he definitely understands if we cut away for a couple hours to tend to our land as well. So it was very nice of him to understand that. But we are going to be moving our trailer, as you can see, down to our new land. So we will have that parked up on our land. I also did talk to him about if he knew anybody with a baler and tedder, and well, I thought he was joking, but apparently I was mistaken in thinking that. So we'll drop off our trailer house right here. So yeah, he said he had an old hand baler that he had just stuck in the shed somewhere, and so he said, yeah, if we can take it and use that to bale. So it's like, okay, well, I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be hand baling. So we'll get the trucks fired up so we can get everything off of his trailer. Alright. Why did... No. Wrong button. Wrong button, donkey. Wrong button. Alright. And... I think we will go ahead and mow real quick after we get everything unloaded. So we're gonna get the mower off. And then we need to grab the windrower and the tedder, and we can just pick up the baler by hand. Oh! I knew it was gonna mess up there. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. And then just the tedder is left. And we will try and cut the... I missed the ramp. There we go. So this is our new land. Let me unload that. That way the semi-truck can go back up to his farm. Put that down for now. And we will grab the mower. So, I do think we're just going to cut it, and then we're going to leave it out to dry until next month. Then we'll go out there and turn it over and then we'll bale it up. We did want to make sure that we get a good amount of this up off the field. And that'll allow us to also kind of see what we're dealing with land-wise. I do honestly think I should probably go out it the other way to see how close we can get to the other field right there, because that's not ours. I guess it would help if I drive straight. But trying to see exactly where our property lines are so that we know. This mower sure is doing a pretty decent job here. Okay, so that's where our property line ends. That is good. Alright, so we will take that and we will try and go the other way from here and see if we can't find where the next property line is going to be. Alright, it's right there. Oh, so it looks like it runs like right up next to that field. Interesting. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and get this mowed up real quick. And yeah, we will catch you guys once we are back. We did finish mowing, and we decided that we are going to come and windrow down here real quick and bale it up so we have room to park our equipment and possibly see about getting a shed built for us. So we're just gonna cut up a little area over here. That way we have our room for our yard. Nuts shouldn't take too much from our field. That should be just perfect amount of space, and that'll give us a place to park our equipment and our house. So that is what we're going to go ahead and do after we get this all baled up. And then hopefully we'll be able to throw down a shed for the equipment as well and get that built up. So we're going to just head the hay real quick and get it all rigged up. We should be able to run through and bale it real quick. Now, another thing we haven't thought about is how are we going to get rid of these bales? How are we going to carry them to sell? Switch back to my keyboard, it's a little easier for me. Thankfully, our boss man doesn't have any extra work for us today. He did cut us loose pretty decently, at a decent time, just to go ahead and take care of our land that we got. And I told him I'd let him know whenever we do have something going on our property, see if he can't let us loose a little bit early, but that just means that we gotta crunch down and do the work that he has for us. So there's no slacking off at work. That way we can come home and do more work. And so I was listening to a little bit of you, and there was someone who mentioned that you guys didn't think he was paying enough for the work that I was doing for him. And so I kind of talked to him a little bit about that. And he said he would be willing to work with me on giving me a raise. Obviously, it's still not going to be as much as freelance contract work because he is paying us a retainer fee for every month. So regardless if we have any work, he is going to keep paying us. But paying a fair price for the work that we do on his fields, he was more than willing to do that. I think I will just leave that there since we're going to be coming right back. And so I will take a look at about what a fair contract rate would go for the amount of land that he has us working, and see if we can't kind of adjust that as far as how much he should pay us. And just kind of keep track of what all we do each month and have him pay us that way. Oh, I'm going to the wrong side of it. This is definitely an interesting windrower. It just kind of goes off of being pulled. Just kind of rakes everything up. I do like this rake. Now, how do I get it? Okay, so it turns on. There we go. It's interesting that I have to turn it on. But, I mean, it's how the game works, so it makes sense. If we go backwards on the inside of things, if we can double the thickness of the windrow, it does not back up very nicely at all. So probably just circle over and come back around with the rake that way. Alright. Actually, you probably want to come in and line that big blob up right there as well. We just got to do our down and backs real quick, and then we should be ready for baling. We did put the baler in the back of the truck. That way, we can easily bring it down here without having to run it down here by hand. So that'll be good. We'll talk to the boss and see how much he's willing to pay us. Because we plowed the fields, 3 of them. And seeded 1, Pick the stones out of a few of them. Alright. Start this up. And oh, so I don't have to lower it, I just... Oh man, that is a pretty wide pickup. Apparently I am really good with the rake. I was not expecting to pick clear up over there. Good grief. Okay. This baler's not too bad. Definitely going to get our day's work in with it, though. Just run around, do the headlands real quick. Here I was worried about if we were going to have too big of windrows. It does a pretty decent job here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish baling these, and then we will catch back up to you once we are done. Alright, so we finished baling, and we're just going to get these moved out of the way so we can possibly put down a shed. Toss these bales real quick. Oh, I said toss, I didn't mean I was going to throw it all the way at the baler, but yeah. So let's see. I think we're going to have to move our house out a little bit. So I want to put a little drive-in where it's parked currently. Alright. Then we just got to remember to turn right before the tree. It should be good. Alright. So let's see what we can do. Alright. We're going to go in to painting. We're going to throw down a little bit of gravel in here. Okay. Where we went for a little bit. I think I will take it all the way up around here, though. And then we'll go and we'll throw a little bit of stone in here. Although, I don't know why I'm putting all that down at the moment, because we still have to put down our shed. And I think we want to put it down right about there. Oh, we need to smooth that out a little bit. Alright. Looks good. I am glad that I didn't take away our painting. Let's see. Put a little bit of gravel small here and there. And then another thing I like to toss in is a little bit of, is it concrete gravel? Or concrete, yeah, concrete pebbles. So a few of these here and there. Some concrete gravel, or another variation of texture. I know it kind of looks a little blotchy and square at the moment, but once we exit out, should, yep, that looks a whole lot better. Alright, but what we do want to do is we're going to go ahead and park our house down here. In the meantime, this is where we're going to live. And we'll disconnect that right there. One thing I did want to do is we need to put down a sleep trigger for us. So otherwise we can't technically sleep. So we will put that down right there. And that makes it look like we can actually sleep in our trailer. So that is awesome. Now we can put our implements away in the shed. So this one's going to be fun. Is it still turned on? No, it's just hard to keep going. Now, I guess I could probably just pull it through. Alright. That there. Gotta get our tedder and then our mower. Thankfully we won't have to use the mower I think the rest of this year. Since we're in September, grass won't quite be ready to mow in November, but we will be ready come the first cut of spring to make a little bit more money off of this. And then we might actually look into, depending on how much money we have, putting down a field maybe out here. The only problem is we're going to need a plow to do that. Oh, I made mistakes were made. Oh well. I was planning on putting down a hay shed instead of just a normal shed, but we will look at fixing that a little bit later. That way we would have had a spot to store all our bales. But I think this will work for us for a minute. Definitely have to got our work cut out for us for next month. Even if it's not up on our buddy's farm, we got a lot of baling to do down here. That's right. I wanted to see how much we got off of that for our bales. Just wait for the autosave. Alright, so it looks like hey, $1,000 isn't bad. But, what's it? Yeah, max value is 1,100. that little bit of hay, I'm not mad at it. Yeah, we're gonna let the rest of that dry out naturally, and then we will come back and bale it up next month. Shut this off. Alright, and then I'm gonna run up and we're gonna go talk to our buddy, and we will see you guys once we're done talking with him. So we talked to him, and he did go ahead and pay us $36,000 for our work this month. We kind of looked at what the contracts were, and they were paying about $1,000 an acre worked. So we since he's paying me retaining fee, we ended up bumping that down to about $500 an acre. So that is what he is going to pay us from now on, is about $500 an acre worked every month. So on top of our retaining fee. So it's not as much as we would make from a contract, but it's definitely livable. So hopefully that makes you guys feel like we're getting paid a fair day's wage. Yeah, I think that is where we're going to go ahead and call this episode. I want to thank you all for staying this long if you did. Please smash that like button for me and consider subscribing. But until next time, peace.